Yo, it's G Money to push on Taste Radio, Dash Radio, bucket list. Y'all know when I say bucket list, it's crazy. As a matter of fact, my next guest got the bucket on right now. He looking great, purple. But let's get to this introduction, right? One of the greatest producers in music history, let alone hip hop, architect of the Rough Rider sound. Some may say he's the most important homegrown producer from New York City in the past 20 years.
Damn,
Co-creator versus, and not to
damn.
mention he owns the Saudi Bronx Camel Racing team. We're talking about the monster, Swizz Beatz.
Zone. What's good?
You know what time it is, Swizzy? Showtime.
Yes. Big show time. Big show time.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Swizz, anybody can be Jordan when Jordan ain't on the field. But Swizz on the
that's a
field
fact.
right now.
That's a fact. That's a real fact. We just started. We're gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying? This hip hop 50th volume 2. It definitely started my engines up, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And it's not going to be something where I just put music out and then you don't hear from me for 3 years and stuff like that. Like I'm already ready to keep going.
Indeed. Well, 50 years of hip hop, volume 2 out right now with Mass Appeal. But outside of that landmark, the milestone, it's been 25 years since you dropped. The anniversary just happened of Rough Riders Anthem.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's the fact that I've been producing half the time that hip hop has been started is crazy to me, and it's an honor and a blessing at the same time. It's like, because I wasn't even looking at it like that. I wasn't even counting the years. I wasn't counting the times, and then they hit me with those stats. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But it also shows you how young hip hop is as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you still dropping that Zaza. Still dropping that
Gotta,
Swizz.
we ain't even start yet. We got whole new chapters that we coming with now.
All right. Now with the song, like how important is that song not only to your legacy, but X's?
Stop Drop is like, matter of fact, I never called it the real name. The real name is Rough Riders Anthem, but I always called it Stop Drop. I just feel like it was the song that really let people know that DMX as an artist was here to do something very different. And Swizz Beatz as a producer, as simple as that track was, it cut through everything from us being on the block on 125th Street to X doing Woodstock with, a million people. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that song took us all over the world. Not saying that he didn't have other records that people love, but Stop Drop as far as like crossover record that made people even still to today sing to the top of their lungs, that anthem that started in 98. And it still had the same effect right now. And you look at the Transformers trailer, you see Stop Drop, right? So it's still relevant in 2023. Although X had a lot of great songs, this song right here, it was like cracking the code, for the globe, not only for the streets. You go to Japan, you go to Africa, you go to the Middle East, you go to India, you go anywhere, they know Stop Drop. Even if they don't speak English, they sing that chorus.
And it was a street record. And that's one of the most impressive things about your career and legacy. You never, at least in my opinion, you didn't chase a sound. You just made the soundtrack of the streets. It was futuristic in the late 90s, early 2000s. And even still now, listening to songs, it still sounds as fresh as ever. And we're in a new project, milestone year again, 50 years of hip hop. Now it's on Mass Appeal. Outside of Runway, was Nas involved with the process in the project?
Well, Nas gave me Nas stepped to me about the project. Thank you, sir. Nas stepped to me about the project like 2 years ago, and he was like, "Man, I got my label Mass Appeal, and we want to do something creative for the Hip Hop 50th." And I was just like, "Okay, let me know what you're talking about." He said, "I want to celebrate producers. I want to celebrate Premier, you, Hit Boy, a couple other producers, but it's like the idea that I have as producers representing different places, like I can't do it without you representing New York. I was like, all right, done. But the crazy part is those 2 years felt like 2 months because I got the phone call like, yo, premiere joint is out. Yours is up next. I was like, oh gosh, okay, let's get to it. And you know, in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, like I was thinking that I was just gonna take some stuff off my drive and just, you know, because it was only an EP, so it was just like, okay, let me give them some stuff that they haven't heard before. And then I was just like, then I just was like, you know what, let me not, like, why play around at this particular point in my career? You know what I'm saying? Like, to just be lazy and take something off your drive and put no effort into it. And so I decided not to do that move. I decided to treat it as like a real album, a real project, real visuals, real features, real, you know, like going on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, warming up before the game start. Like really putting in that time for that practice to hit these points that we about to hit. So it was an honor and a blessing that my Virgo brother Nas called me in for that project, and I just been having fun. And we got the Take 'Em Out video. I think I got the final edit today. And then we've been shooting the J Electronica video in a special way, traveling to these different countries. And, you know, as you can see, the background is very interesting.
Look. Come on, Swizz. Yeah. You live in life, and we got what we need from Swizz, you know. Look, run through the features: Nas, Weezy, Kiss, Butcher, Dirk, Fabio, J Elect, A Boogie. But for me, it's really the Scar Lip and the Bandman Real that stands out. That Scar Lip and Bandman Real, right? So Scar Lip reps the Bronx heavy. She's on fire right now. She got the city on fire, and that makes all the sense. I'll let you speak to her, but shining on the new artists, her and Bandman Real from Newark.
Yeah, I like what they both doing. Scarlett is super family, you know, I'm executive producing her music, you know, the whole thing. Bandman is just like, I just love what he's doing. We got super love for Jersey for many years. And I also wanted them to do something different than they was doing already. You know, like I wanted to put Scarlett with Jada Kiss and Benny and see how she could play around. You know what I'm saying? I think she held it well. And I wanted to put Bandman on something that wasn't drill and let him have fun on there too. See what I'm saying? So I always like to challenge the artist, but I think that you can't be in music today and don't show love to the artists of today. You know, like I'm not stuck in 98. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not stuck in 98. Like I'm actually in 2050 if you're really asking, you know, mentally. So y'all gonna see more of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see more of that. And it's just like on Poison, Free Young Thug, like with how I had Young Thug on 25 Soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like they never heard Thug spit like that on the track like that. Like I love doing that with the artists, especially the artists today, like giving them something different than they on every day.
Swizz, you the best, man. Like your music, for me personally, there's nothing better than hearing the locks on Swizz Beatz. Like there's nothing. I've been waiting for We Are the Streets too for forever. Like there's nothing like that. Hearing the locks on top of the countless other legends and just what you do on the tracks, the ad libs, Swizz doing the hooks. One Man Bandman was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
What was interesting, and I love it, like how you show that love. I saw the Busta Rhymes appreciation post because of his longevity and stage presence is unmatched. Nobody wants to see Busta on verses. You can't get him. But before we even get to that, you have the album executive produced by you, Pharrell, and Timbaland. So like now, how does he even get somebody to be on verses with him? It's the cheat code.
I mean, I think he got a couple of contenders, respectfully. But whoever it is, they're gonna have a hard time. But for the most part, it's a celebration. So, you know, don't want to scare you artists away. It's a celebration. Right? But Busta is just so diverse. He's so unique, you know, and I said he came out in the 90s. The 80s. He came out in the 90s. I was just so hyped when I was talking about him at that time. But to see his career from Leaders in the New School to being on every festival that you name, you know, every stage from Janet to Mary to Lovers and Friends to everything, new album about to come out, executive produced by Tim, Pharrell, myself. That's just so current. You know what I'm saying? That run is just undeniable. This is the man that did Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See. You know what I'm saying? And he's still moving just like that. He danced with the young artists, but he could still, take you and give you a lesson of from where he came from, from the heritage side of it. Real lyricist, real artist, real architect, real visionary, real creative, original. Like hip hop, when Busta started, you really had to be who you said you was, which is why it pushed him to shoot videos like that. It pushed him to come up with different styles and sounds and wardrobes like that, because it was really competitive, meaning like on an artistic level. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to really have something super special, more than just a song. Like you had to have the whole thing to go with it. And so, he made it through that to now. So that's impeccable.
He's still here tearing up stages with Spliff Star, and
Yeah,
it's
my brother
incredible.
Spliff.
It's incredible. Now
Spliff got good music too. So it's happening.
Your handprints all over the culture, Swizz, and with verses, right? Now I got to talk about one thing. We got a date for the matchup. Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, Madison Square Garden. Swizz laugh. Now,
with all of the verses talk, I'm gonna just say it like this. We're gonna show you better than we can tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
Because like it's a great time. Me and Tim started something magnificent, giving artists their flowers and allowing them to showcase their masterpieces. And the way that we're gearing up, I think everybody's gonna have a blast.
Yeah, that's what it should be. And that's the great answer, especially as a owner. You can't be biased to anything. But I was telling somebody, it's damn near impossible to beat Puff in New York City, man. I'm sorry. He gonna take you from Puff Daddy all the way to Love, and that's a journey. But outside of that, Swizz, can we talk about the Saudi Bronx sports team?
Man, shout out to the Saudi Bronx family. Shout out to all the fans out there getting the Saudi Bronx merch, following what we're doing. First American camel team in history of the Camel Federation. It's just been fun to just explore different culture and learn other people's cultures. And I did the team almost like as for fun, but as an homage back to the culture of Saudi, because I get so much love over there, and I wanted to do something that was real close to the heritage. And it's just been amazing. Like we got like 20 trophies. You know what I'm saying? We've been competing real heavy. We got some big announcements coming in a couple of months of our expansion and different things that we're going to get into. But the moral of the story is, don't be scared to try new things. Just because I'm from the Bronx, or they tell us what we can do, we could travel as much as possible and show them what we can do. And so my whole thing is like, if I could do it, you could do it better. So a lot of these moves I'm doing is to show an example of what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, we can have camel racing teams. We can go to different countries and build relationships. We can do whatever our mind put us to. You know what I'm saying? So sky's not the limit, it's just a view.
And at the same time, while you're doing it, you can raise a beautiful family. You can have time, take your family around the world and share that to our people and with it. So how
You hear the
how is
kids in the
fatherhood?
background.
Yeah, no, I'll let you go, Swizz.
I mean, fatherhood has been like the biggest blessing to me because like what it does is it grounds you, it makes you understand responsibility, and that's just also, you know, with marriage as well. Like, you know, having stability is the key to life, and it's also a key to a strong family and stability. And so, you know, my wife helped me with my schedule a lot, which helps me spend a lot of more time with my kids than I used to. Because we move so fast, and you know, like we come up and our priorities be wrong. You know, we want to be with our guys all day, and then meanwhile we missing the basketball games and football games, the homeworks, you know, just all these different things at this time that we don't get back. I mean, I'm not saying don't chill with the guys, but I just feel like, you know, prioritize with the kids also more. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the guys is going to be there. Everybody going to be there. You know, these kids, they need our information. They need our knowledge. They need our love. They don't need our money. You know what I'm saying? Like the money thing, they act excited when you buying them things, this and that and the third. But, you know, I've learned that those are temporary Band-Aids. The real time is the real time. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there, going to the class meetings, sitting there, going to the games, you know, being on the trips, going for walks, going for talks, like those, that's the real currency. And so I'm happy I learned that pretty early. It's just been amazing.
And it has, Swizz, like I've grown with you, through you, by the music and the different stages in life that I had to go through, because during the We Are the Streets time, I was wilding the fuck out. Like things have changed. And at this
We all
stage,
was.
crazy. Styles and Holiday still drive me crazy. I be having to calm myself down, but you know, fatherhood and family is the most important thing in the love. And that's why it's so beautiful to see you on this journey, 50 years of hip hop, 25 years of Rough Riders. You ain't lose a step. You my favorite, you know? So it's been a pleasure to have you on the show, Swizz. And I know you're gonna have to get back to the things you're doing. So let the listeners know how they can get in contact with you and run up that album.
Oh man, the album is available everywhere. Hip Hop 50th Anniversary Volume 2. Or you could just put in Swizz Beatz and they'll come up. You see the car, the album, the EP with the car on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Real Swizz on Insta, the 3 Z's, SWIZZZ. You know it's me. You'll see the certifications. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that hard to get a hold of. I'm here.
You know what's going on, man. G Money, Swizz Beatz.
Yes.
This is a big one. We got the streets. Zaza, heavy Zaza, Bronx shit, Brooklyn.